In the 1920s, a full-faced swimming mask intended to shield women's skin from the sun emerged. While offering protection, its eerie appearance and restrictive design drew comparisons to horror masks, evoking a chilling aura amidst changing beauty standards and leisure activities. This is a picture of Frank Slivers Oakley, known as the Baseball Clown, in 1904. Unfortunately, he committed suicide in his boarding house room. He was buried without a marker next to his ex-wife at Mount Olive Cemetery in Queens County, New York, although the cemetery didn't even know that until someone had called them to confirm it. Behind the scenes of The Shining in 1980, the Grady twins, played by Lisa and Louise Burns, maintained their eerie presence. Their calm demeanor offset the chilling atmosphere on set, leaving cast and crew unsettled, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. In 1860, the Old Gentleman diving suit terrified onlookers with its monstrous appearance. Its heavy, cumbersome design trapped divers in a claustrophobic nightmare, risking suffocation and entrapment in the depths, embodying the fear of the unknown lurking beneath the waves. In 1937, some department stores adorned mannequins with Disney character costumes, adding an eerie twist. Legend has it that at night, these figures seem to come alive, creating an unsettling atmosphere for late workers. Rumors circulated about their eyes, following passers-by, fueling the fear of the supernatural. In the 1890s, Fatso and Thin Man performed in circuses, captivating audiences with their contrasting physiques. Behind the scenes, their act hid a dark reality. Fatso endured extreme dieting, while Thin Man faced pressure to maintain an emaciated appearance, both suffering physical and mental tolls from societal expectations. In the Wild West, women wore bonnets and masks to shield their skin from the sun. The sight of these masked figures added an eerie touch to the rugged landscape, evoking a sense of mystery and foreboding amidst the harsh conditions and dangers of frontier life. In the 1700s to 1800s, German wooden parturition chairs were used for childbirth. The process was perilous, often leading to maternal and infant mortality. Women endured excruciating pain in these chairs, sometimes resulting in traumatic injuries. Lack of medical knowledge and sanitation made childbirth a terrifying ordeal, with many mothers facing infections and complications contributing to the high mortality rates of the time. In the 17th century, masks were often used to confine and dehumanize the mentally ill. These masks, crafted from crude materials, symbolize society's fear and misunderstanding of mental illness, adding to the chilling atmosphere of asylums where patients were subjected to neglect and mistreatment. A mother scorpion carrying her babies on her back is a chilling sight. While seemingly protective, it's a reminder of the venomous world they inhabit. The image of a creature typically feared for its sting, nurturing its young, creates an eerie juxtaposition, invoking primal fears and highlighting the complexities of nature. The snaggletooth snake eel, with its elongated body and needle-like teeth, lurks in ocean depths, its appearance reminiscent of mythical sea serpents. Its ability to ambush prey and swallow it whole, combined with its eerie appearance, makes encountering this creature a truly spine-chilling experience. The first image of the electric chair in use depicts Ruth Snyder's execution in 1928. Captured in stark black and white, it symbolizes society's transition to more humane methods of capital punishment while haunting viewers with the chilling reality of state-sanctioned death. The grand chandelier in the bone church at Kutna, adorned with human bones, casts an eerie glow. Made from the remains of over 40,000 individuals, it's a haunting reminder of mortality and the macabre artistry born from death, creating a chilling atmosphere that leaves visitors awestruck and unsettled. The image captures a car fleeing the cataclysmic eruption of Mount Pinatubo in 1991. Amidst billowing ash and ominous skies, it represents a desperate bid for survival amidst nature's fury, highlighting the terrifying power of volcanic eruptions and the fragility of human existence in the face of such monumental forces. Les Passe-Murailles, or The Passer Through Walls, depicts a man halfway stuck in a wall, a haunting homage to a character from French literature. The eerie sculpture, frozen in perpetual limbo, evokes a sense of existential dread, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy, leaving viewers unsettled and introspective. In 1961, a B-52 bomber broke apart mid-air, releasing 2 nuclear bombs over North Carolina. One bomb's parachute deployed, preventing detonation. The other plummeted, its safety mechanisms barely preventing a catastrophic explosion, highlighting the terrifying risks of nuclear accidents. In the early 1990s, Larry Don McQuay was caught M-ing a 6-year-old child in San Antonio, Texas. He was arrested and later confessed to M-ing as many as 240 children. While incarcerated, he pleaded for surgical castration, declaring, "Even hell is not sufficient to prevent me from reoffending." In 2005, he underwent surgical castration and has remained free of reoffense since then. His desire to be castrated led the Texas legislature to pass a law in 1997 that allowed the state to offer surgical castration to pedophiles in prison, but only on a volunteer basis. Larry was released July 31, 2016, from the Bexar County Detention Center after serving 11 years in a work release program. In 2011, while working on board an Alaska Airlines flight from Seattle to San Francisco, flight attendant Shalia Frederick rescued a girl from a suspected human trafficker. Upon noticing a distressed girl accompanied by an older man, Frederick discreetly instructed the girl to visit the restroom, where she had left a note. The note asked if the girl needed assistance, to which the girl responded by writing, "I need help." Upon landing, police reportedly boarded the plane and arrested the man in question on suspicion of human trafficking. In December 2009, a 25-year-old chemistry student called Vladimir Likanos lost his life due to exploding chewing gum. Vladimir had an unusual practice of enhancing the sour taste of his chewing gum by dipping it in citric acid. Authorities discovered approximately 100 grams of an unidentified explosive powder on his work table, which he utilized for his home chemistry experiments. This powder was determined to be 4 times more potent than TNT. It is speculated that Vladimir inadvertently mistook the explosive powder for citric acid and coated his gum with it before chewing. The explosion was likely triggered by the reaction of the explosive powder with Vladimir's saliva or the pressure exerted when he chewed on the gum coated with the powder. The explosion resulted in a severe injury that blew off Vladimir's jaw. He sadly died from his injuries. In 1929, Arthur Upfield suggested a method of body disposal in his then unpublished book, The Sands of Windy, in which he described a foolproof way to dispose of a body and thus commit the perfect murder. In the 1930s, John Rawls decided to try it himself after reading the book. He killed 3 people and was only caught after forgetting to do one of the steps. Elizabeth Magie, inventor of Monopoly, faced a chilling reality. Her creation was hijacked. Originally called The Landlord's Game, it aimed to critique capitalism. However, it was twisted into a celebration of wealth and greed by Charles Darrow, who sold it to Parker Brothers in 1935, erasing Magie's legacy. Her story is a haunting reminder of how women's contributions are often overshadowed and exploited in a male-dominated world. In the aftermath of the Fukushima disaster, an eerie silence engulfed an abandoned supermarket. Shelves, once stocked with goods, stood barren, frozen in time. The ghostly atmosphere, coupled with lingering radiation, serves as a chilling testament to the catastrophic impact of nuclear accidents on communities.